Artificial insemination, a love by male. In most ways, we humans were not so different from animals. Probably one of the few significant differences in the separation between reproduction and sexual pleasure. I'm not really going deep into observation on the bonobo chimpanzees in this matter. Humans have kids almost without sex, artificial insemination, adoption, and have sex without producing the offsprings. Wild animals cannot. Wild animals enjoy sexual pleasures only during reproductive acts. For them, there is no such thing as sexual pleasure outside of reproduction, and no such thing as a reproduction other than through sex. At the top level of domestication, when animals come as close as they can to imitating civilized humans, dogs are an example of that. These two things can be separated too. Bulldog Bagel came to our clinic as a puppy. He first needed veterinarian help due to the problem with his tail. English Bulldogs are not an easy breed. They are transformed so much by their process of selection that they almost constantly need people's help. Their boat-like head, with its numerous complications, is the source of their breathing troubles and skin irritations. Their body structure makes it difficult for them to swim and even to walk. Their stout constitution makes them a target for trouble of the overweight. And bulldogs have difficulties with copulations and birthing too. Bulldog tail was very short, maybe an inch or two, and so curved that its tip had gotten stuck in his butt. The vet has to remove it completely, and so now there is no sign of the tail at all, just a rounded butt. Bulldog's mood was always positive. He was happy to see just about anybody, so without his tail wagging too, took an appearance of his twisting his butt side in a very funny way. Bulldog's owner blogged a lot. She passed a video of him and stories about him in many chat rooms about dogs in general and bulldogs especially. When Bulldog came into the appropriate age, he had several mating propositions. A problem was that all his potential fiancés were far away in other states. This is a good time to mention the other particularity of the breed. Bulldogs are not good travelers. The solution: copulating by male. Artificial insemination in the dog's world has its own rules and traditions. The semen has to be collected by the male vet and sent to the females. The vet's signature should confirm the identity of the future puppy's parents. Thus, Bubla came to our clinic to donate his sperm. He was absolutely satisfied with the procedure. Soon his mate was confirmed to be pregnant, and the new order for Bublik semen came from another state. Bublik satisfied this order too. I think he became rather popular because every couple of months he visits us to repeat the act. There is no surprise that visits to the vet became his favorite pleasure. Alif is a German Shepherd male. In my opinion, he is nice, but not a top show winner. His coat is too long and wavy for his breed, but this is my rather limited impression. Many German Shepherd fans like him and choose him as a sire for their kennel. The first invitation came from Louisiana. Alif owner couldn't go there, but did not want to send his boy as a cargo. So again, the only solution was artificial insemination. In his first try at a mating, Alif produced 13 male puppies, and then came an invitation from Texas. The female owner also wanted female puppies, 12 puppies and only one male. So Alif became a producer of daughters. Surprisingly, many shepherd breeders prefer shears to seers with such abilities. As a side effect of frequent milking for insemination, Alex became lazy and macho. He would come into the room, stay still without any visible emotion while somebody massaged his private organs and produced the product, barely bothering to muster the energy for erection. What a pervert. Even in the presence of female shepherds, Aleph never made any attempt to have sex on his own. Aleph's case reminded me of many other cases of male perversion. Distance from not the only reason behind artificial insemination. There was a pair of Mastiff mates who couldn't do it on their own. According to her test, the bitch was absolutely ready, but would not permit the boy to put his legs over her. Keeping in mind her size, there was no way to force her. Only artificial insemination could resolve the situation. Out in the wild, young animals watch how adults once behave and then experiment with their acts at the proper age. In the worst case scenario, they are out of business. With domestication dogs, it is a different story. Young males and females living at home get no training in the matter of reproduction at all until the owners decide when and with whom they should mate. Partner preferences are out of their control. We had many cases, particularly tiny breeds, who needed serious help having sex. Often they led to artificial insemination. For instance, there was a Yorkshire Terrier owner who wanted male to his toy girl with even smaller boy of the same breed. Finally, he found a good candidate, whose owners declared the boy to be a peak fertility. Oh, our macho is so horny, he humps his teddy bear all day. Okay, from this moment on, I already knew there would be a problem. Indeed, the boy paid no attention to his potential fiancée, no matter how much she flirted with him and how attractive her smell was to other males. I asked her to bring his teddy bear, and the dog owner, full of shame, ran home to bring it. After the sexual toy was delivered, everything went smoothly. We collected the sperm and injected it into the uterus of the disappointed bitch. At this moment, the girl's owner asked the doctor, "Doctor, please use the catheter with a wider diameter. Let her feel at least the touch of sexual pleasure." Yes, there was some difference between male and female when it comes to artificial insemination. The surrogate pleasant feeling during the masturbation, and the dame does not. Is there some sort of discrimination? Not at all. Not all different. Difference, yes. Discrimination, no. The boy pleasure is acute and high during the excretion of semen, but there is pretty much all the pleasure he gets out of the reproduction act. And though the girl gets nothing when the doctor injects semen in her body, he endured the long-lasting pleasure of motherhood, while the puppy's father will have no such joy at all.